everyone, it's old Guardian here. It's October, so it's time to take a look back at September and how did Warcraft Rumble do in September. And these are some pretty grim numbers. On iOS, Rumble's downloaded 10,000 times, that's 10,000 fewer than in August, and it gathered $400,000 in revenue, also minus 200,000. On Android, 10,000 downloads, 20,000 fewer than there were in August, and 300,000 in revenue, so only half the revenue it had in August, for a total of 20,000 downloads and 700,000 USD in revenue, according to data from Sensor Tower. Looking at Rumble's downloads per month, they were slightly up in August compared to July. July was previously the worst month for Rumble, and now September was clearly the worst month so far. And a similar story with revenue. Revenue previously the worst month was May, and after May they introduced stuff like Azeroth's Blessing and they started adding more content to the game, which added some more sales for June, July and for August, but now for September sales were rock bottom. There's no comfort coming from the overall state of the mobile strategy game market either, because mobile strategy game market is pretty much the same in September as it was in August. Some games made more, like Last War Survival. I don't know what's going on with that game, but it just keeps climbing in revenue right now. But other than that, few games lost a little bit, few games gained a little bit overall, not many changes at all. So Rumble really stands out in this regard as well. But why did this happen, the hardest month for Rumble? Well, there were a few things going on. First of all, there were major layoffs at the Rumble team. Now that we have had some time from the layoffs and we have been better able to evaluate what are the results of these layoffs, it looks like around 1/3 of the team was let go. And there were really poor communications around this, because people were saying that Rumble development is going to end and all sorts of stuff like that. In fact, Rumble still has people in all the roles. Sure, they have fewer engineers right now, but they still have engineers. They have fewer artists right now, but they still have artists. So they haven't really lost any specific capabilities in the team, although they did lose some quantity. So yeah, I don't think these layoffs are something that's going to kill Rumble or something that's going to stop the development of the game. There's still plenty of resources developing the game, but the communications about this definitely made them look much worse than they were, although of course they were already bad. Also, many guest account players lost their accounts in September because of bugs, and these bugs have still not been fully fixed. Many of these accounts have still not been recovered. Will they even be recovered? It's been weeks. I do not know. That was like people who lost their accounts, they kind of stop spending, you know. They don't generate more revenue. Also, September added no new minis, because Ysera was added on October 2nd, so it narrowly missed September, and Dryad was added already late in August. So because of the 6-week seasons, then September was kind of a mid-month that just missed all the new content because it was coming on both sides of the month. So multiple reasons for Rumble's poor performance in September. How fatal is this? It's definitely not a nice dip, but it's not fatal, I don't think, because now we have a new season going on, we have Ysera in the game right now, and we actually had a pretty good patch. The October patch so far has worked with no major issues. There's a few bugs, but nothing game-breaking. There's a new revamped new player experience. Getting started with Rumble is now easier and faster and better than ever. There was a huge compensation for existing players because the new player, the sigil track was revamped, so new players get much more rewards, and existing players were compensated for their progress so that they got the majority of those rewards as well. And that of course is great news. Of course, if you also have played Rumble before but you have quit, then now can be a good time to check it out again, because you're going to get compensation, so you're going to get a bunch of coins and stuff, and you can actually get some minis. There's multiple events, there's multiple minis coming in October. There's Ysera event going on right now. Ysera was just released. There's going to be Hallows End is going to bring 2 more minis to the game as well. And then there's going to be the Siege of Ironforge, so more co-op content going to be added. So there's a whole bunch of content coming in October for the game. So yeah, the game is definitely getting better, but there's still of course that guest account problem. and no solution to that still. So that's probably the most painful thing game-wise. And yeah, I expect October to be better than September for Rumble, but we'll see. I'm going to report on that early in November. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.